Hector Luis Palma was born in Noria de Abajo Mocorito, Sinaloa, Mexico. In the mid-1940s he began his life of crime as a car thief, and eventually worked his way up as a paid assassin for Miguel Angel Felix Gallardo. Under the umbrella of the Guadalajara Cartel, Palma rose up in the ranks, and the boss of bosses, Felix Gallardo, promoted him to the category of logistics manager of the division of the Guadalajara Cartel, in charge of the market of the border of the Mexican state of Sonora with the American Union. In that position he teamed up with Joaquin Guzman, better known as El Chapo, who held a similar position in the Tecate, Baja California area, while the nephews of Felix Gallardo stayed with the most lucrative territory, Tijuana. In the late 1980s they worked under the orders of Felix Gallardo, known as the Godfather or the Boss of Bosses. When Gallardo was arrested in 1989 he divided his drug trafficking territories into different factions. Most notably, the Tijuana Cartel, led by his nephews the Felix Arellano brothers, and the Sinaloa Cartel, led by Palma and El Chapo. This partnership was going well until a large shipment of cocaine went missing, which was blamed on El Chapo and Palma. The boss of bosses, Felix Gallardo, would not rest until he got revenge on who at one moment had all his confidence. So he drew a sinister plan aimed at causing Palma the greatest possible emotional suffering. Felix Gallardo hired Rafael Clavel to infiltrate Palma's organization, the Sinaloa Cartel. Rafael, described as a charming Venezuelan, started a romantic relationship with Palma's sister. This helped Rafael gain Palma's trust, and Palma even thought of him as a cuñado, or brother-in-law. However, in 1989 Rafael seduced Lupita, Palma's wife, and convinced her to run away with him to San Francisco. Lupita withdrew $7 million from her husband's bank account and ran off with Rafael, bringing her children with her. Shortly after arriving at their San Francisco hotel room, Rafael murdered Lupita and beheaded her. He placed her severed head inside a cooler and shipped it to her husband, Hector Palma. About 2 weeks later, Rafael took the children to Venezuela, where he threw 4-year-old Natalie and 5-year-old Hector off a 492-foot bridge, named Puente La Concordia. A heartbreaking video of the small children being tossed to their deaths was also sent to Palma. Rafael continued to work for Felix Gallardo and the Tijuana Cartel. The brutal murder of Palma's young family led to a slew of revenge killings. Bloodthirsty and filled with revenge, Palma retaliated by ordering the killings of Rafael's 3 children and Gallardo's lawyer. Also, Rafael was arrested and killed in prison at Palma's request. On June 22, 1995, Palma was captured by Mexican Army officers after surviving a plane crash between the states of Nayarit and Jalisco. El Guero was sentenced to 7 years for possession of cocaine. The justice of his country assigned him a maximum security penitentiary located in Puente Grande, Jalisco, where he had the opportunity to meet again with his old partner Joaquin Guzman, aka El Chapo, who fled the site in 2001. In 2002, when he was about to leave prison for having completed his sentence, an arrest warrant for extradition by the United States would arrive in Mexico. In this way the drug lord could not leave prison, but would remain in it until 2007, when he would finally be extradited to the United States. In the United States, he would spend his days among the prisons of Florence, Colorado and Atwater, California. On June 10, 2016, he finished paying his sentence in the United States. He remained a few years, barely 9 years of a 16-year sentence, thanks to his declaration as guilty of the accusations against him and his good behavior during his imprisonment. After his release in the United States, the government of the United States handed him over to the Mexican authorities, where Palma would be charged with a double homicide for having murdered two police officers back in 1995. Palma is currently incarcerated at the Altiplano prison near Mexico City.